and you're gonna be left with a distaste in your mouth and buyer's remorse because it's not everything it's panned out to be. A little bit. Welcome back to Miami Miles, and welcome to what is perhaps the greatest vehicle ever created, the 997.23 RS. What a machine. You guys have seen by the thumbnail. I think the 992 GT3 RS in 2024 is not a good buy for many, many reasons, but before we get into those, one more time to Redline. Before we get into my thoughts, this video is brought to you by Faster Media and our brand new SD cards, the Faster Redline SD. If you're in the market for an SD to capture your favorite moments on a mirrorless camera, on an Insta360, on a GoPro, the Faster Redline SD is for you. I've got a link down below. Click on the link. Pre-order your Faster Redline SD. We're offering 15% off for both full-size SDs and micro SDs. Capture all your moments. Anyways, back to the video. Oh, 9923 RS. Where do I start? Look, that car hasn't been on this channel very much, but I did have the opportunity to drive it when I visited Uncle Pete in Chicago last time. Steve DeMacos, who had one of the first 3 cars ever delivered to the US, he threw me the keys of the 9923 RS and says, drive it. It is the best road car in the world. Now, we took that car on a road just like this on a highway, and when I first got into it, I was blown away. My mind had to be recalibrated because the car looks so aggressive. Its stance is so wide. It's such a big car, but when you get in it, it feels refined. It feels sophisticated, and it's actually shockingly compliant. But when you start toggling the settings and really turning that car up, you start triggering one of the most capable street cars in existence. Now, what were my impressions from that drive? Well, the car felt light on its feet. It felt like a panther. The transmission was unbelievable. That 4-liter flat 6 was unreal, just like it is in the GT4 RS, in the 991.23 RS, in the 992 GT3. It is a masterpiece. But within 45 seconds of really getting into it, I was thinking to myself, what is the point of this car? Because there are no scenarios where I'm gonna drive that car like this on a road and not get myself arrested or killed. And honestly, it took me driving that car 9/10 on a road to really exploit from it the sensations that really get me excited to drive. It felt boring otherwise unless I was going full tilt 9,000 RPM through the entire rev range. And that's where my big problem with that car came in. It's so capable. It's got such a big situation in its pants. It just makes things look easy. It makes everything, or it makes you like a superhero. And that's what's shocking about that car. It makes you feel like you are the best race car driver in existence. But now, you get home, you let your mind recalibrate, and you realize the car's got no storage. It's very boring when you're driving slow. Oh, hey, there's a 992 GT3 right behind us in racing yellow. Oh, he's got no sense of humor. Anyways. But anyways, when you sit down and you take into account all of those variables, and then you think about the fact that those cars are trading between $415,000 to $450,000, you start getting into a price bracket where I can't justify in 2024 making that investment, because you're gonna lose all those premiums you're paying over the car, and then you're not getting that much in return to be enjoyed on a road like this. I would make a bunch of counter arguments for just getting yourself a GT4 RS, getting a 991.23 RS, getting a 992 GT3. Shit, if you wanna spend 450 grand, get a 765. That was my biggest takeaway. On a road, the 765 is way more fun in every way. It looks 10 times sexier. It's 5 times as fast. The brakes are just as good. It's just as compliant. It's way more raw and way less refined. So if you want a race car, if you want to feel like you're gonna die on 2 wheels, get a 765. So for all those reasons, I was like, bro, I'm never gonna buy one of these cars. The only way it makes sense is if I was blessed enough to get that car sticker. And I can tell you I wasn't. And I'm not gonna suck Porsche's all the way to the top of the food chain to be able to acquire those cars at stickers. So if you buy one of those things at $400 and some odd $1,000, you're gonna lose your ass, and you're gonna be left with a distaste in your mouth and buyer's remorse, because it's not everything it's panned out to be on a road. Get yourself a lower end GT3, get yourself a cup car if you want to destroy the racetrack, and if you're really hardcore, get yourself one of these for 300K and pocket 150K, because this is a legendary experience on a road like this. Can't do that in the 992 GT3 RS. 6-speed. This is a masterpiece and worth every penny. So please guys, that's my prayer to you. Don't waste your money, spend it in better ways. I love you. You're probably gonna disagree with me and argue with me. It's so fast around a racetrack. Listen, Michael Schumacher, you're not gonna drive it anywhere near its capabilities. Therefore, it's a waste. Anyways, go down below, comment, let me know if you agree or disagree. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I look forward to seeing you next video. Peace.